Good morning. How many of you know that in July the 19th through the 22nd, Winston-Salem will be hosting the third Unity Brass Festival? Raise your hands. How many of you are brass players? Oh, come on now. I know there are a few of you out there. How many of you are brass players that haven't registered yet? Okay. Please do register. So we have a wonderful event coming to Winston-Salem, and it is truly an international gathering. I was blessed in 2007 to be able to go to South Africa and participate in the first Unity Brass Festival that was held in Cape Town, South Africa. But we did not just go to Cape Town and participate in that, but a contingent of 15 Americans went over, and we went all across the country, from Port Elizabeth up to Shiloh, to Thornham and Clarkson and Ganadendal and Elam, and then into Cape Town and participate in that. Well, we've got a group of players that are coming over to participate in this Unity Brass Festival. We've got a group of players that I played with while we were in Port Elizabeth. We've got a group of players that I played with while we were in Cape Town. We've got a group of players from Europe that are coming over, and I believe, Eric, you went to the second Unity Brass Festival that will be coming over. And folks that went over on the various trips over to Herrenhoop will probably know some of those folks also. But what if you're not a brass player? Are you left out? I don't think so. There are so many opportunities to participate in this year's Unity Brass Festival and to enjoy and to partake in that gathering. So I am making the plea, I'm making the call, I am hoping that you'll want to participate, whether you want to participate because you want to come to the final concert that will be held on Sunday, whether you want to volunteer and help support organizing it. We do have an organizing committee, but in terms of making sure that people get around, if you're a bus driver for like the church bus, we might be calling on you. We're looking for sponsors. We want to sponsor a bandsman. We have a sponsor a bandsman program, and you can sponsor a bandsman that's coming from Labrador or from South Africa or from the European province. And finally, I know this from when I went over to South Africa. I think the most enriching part of that experience was I stayed in the houses of the folks over there. We didn't stay in hotels. We stayed in the houses of fellow Moravians while we were in South Africa, whether we were in the missions of Thornham or Shiloh or wherever we happened to be. We stayed in their houses. Well, the folks that are coming over from overseas, that's how they like to experience culture also. And that's our opportunity to bring them into our houses and to host them. Number one, it helps reduce their expenses. It's not easy for them to get over here. But number two, by us giving that gift, we will receive the gift of them being in our house. So I encourage you to go out to the Unity Brass Festival website. You can access it in a number of ways. First of all, you have this in your bulletin. And second of all, these are all over the place, all over the church, thanks to Mr. Salzwedel. But you can host a musician, you can volunteer, you can sponsor a bandsman. Join us in what will be an incredible festival in July. Thank you.